I said smile. That's a grimace. Oh, the legs in this thing are breaking. All right then, let me try and sort this. At least I can see the screen now if I look at it. The problem is, I left everything lastminute.com. Hello, where are you? Who's that there? That's the harvester. And who's that? Who's that coming in now? Yeah, we're late enough, it says. Who's that? There we go. There's the scallywags. And the rest of them at home. Don't forget hashtag live if you're on. That's going to start raining, isn't it? Anybody else? No, it's you three. It's the three of you. We're giving them a few more seconds. We'll give them a few more seconds to come online. Because yet again, they're stuffing their faces with the dinner. Oh, we're not going to class today. We can have meatballs and spaghetti and pizza, yeah, and all the rest of it. Who's that then? Are you on? I can't see. This is no sunshine. I still can't see the screen. If you are on, there's somebody there. Who's that? I can't read it. Is it Baby? Baby Hull. I can see her name. Well done. Right, she's busy practicing dangun at the moment. Just watch out when you're doing the dangun, baby. The last 4 moves, you did it right on one of the videos, but on the other one, you've got to spin on your right foot. You did do it in one of the videos, but on one of them you didn't. But I think you know. I think you know how to do it. You've been watching the me on the Premier Dojang video on the big screen, huge screen, massive. Okay, so there. We're going to get you running up and down. If you are running up and down at home, make sure everybody knows you're running up and down, and there's nothing in the way, particularly Lego. Lego is a killer. Yes.
I can't really run because I've got a
You can run as you can run up to the goldfish and back again, just up to the top of this white hoop. Yeah, and in line with the green hoop in the line of this sword, just up to here and back again. You can run right down to the bottom there, but it's a bit of running. Begin. See that? Running up as much as you can and back again. You have to get yourself warm, so I suggest changing the types of running. You can run like normal. Get your hands moving as well, please, Harvey. You can run fighters run. Remember that one? One foot in front of the other. Yeah, or this way. You can see one foot facing that way, and the other one it's like an L stance, and you're running in an L stance. Fighters run. I prefer fighters run to L stance running. Running L stance sounds like a. Oh no, running L stance sounds good. Where's your hands at? You've got to practice keeping your hands up even when you're running. What guard are you in? What shape? You have to watch your shoes there, Lucas. Your laces are coming undone. Hands up. And why not punching while you run as well? I mean, it is a fighting art after all. Bend the knees a bit more. Come on, I can make you work harder than that. You have to bend the knees really low now. Make sure your foot's facing the way you're going, the front foot. Hands up. Oh, the sun's coming out for you. Isn't that nice? Check your foot, toes are facing. I think you have to check both your laces and tuck them in. Look, your laces are coming undone again. Tuck them in. Give them a good tight knot. Come on, run it. Baby, are you running? Who else is anybody else in? There's somebody there, but again, I can't read it. What does that say? What does that say? It's somebody on YouTube anyway. I don't know what it says, but hello anyway. Whoever you are on YouTube or Facebook, if you're watching, don't forget to put the name in. Sometimes it comes up with a name, sometimes it doesn't. You have to give permission to make it print your name. Otherwise, just put your name in the comments. Come on, keep the hands up, George. Punching and kicking now. So as you go, you could be sparring something. You could be doing jab, cross, turning kick, couldn't you? You could be doing drill 1, jab, cross, turning kick. And you could even step back, parry, parry. Rear parry first though. Rear parry, front parry. And then just switch around and go the other way. Don't forget your left side and the right side. You got to do it on both sides. Harvey, look up when you're kicking and punching, okay? The floor is not going anywhere. There's nothing on the floor. I've checked. There's no money, nothing. Cakes, Smarties, nothing.
Why would you want to eat cake and Smarties?
We maybe not want to stand in them. Get your shoes dirty. Come on, come on. George, you're not moving very fast. I'm going to have to start running after you. Make you move faster. That's it. If you're at home doing this, keeping your hands up and you're jogging up and down doing different types of running. They're doing L stance run or a fighter's run and keeping their hands up, unlike George right there. Yeah. And a bit of kicking and punching and blocking and jumping as well. You can do anything you want now, but you've got to be doing it up and down, getting a little bit more active. You guys are lucky being at home in your cozy central heating house. Out here, it's not that cold, to be honest. Probably about 5 degrees, 6 degrees, maybe even warmer. The birds are happy. Come on, this warm-up's taking far too long. You stopped. Don't forget to pivot. I'm trying to say fix your hair and forget your hair at the same time. Just get it cut. Hopefully next week, eh? We're all in the queue. Okay, let's get back onto the hopscotch. You're on your, no, you only have 3 lines there. 3 lines on the floor. Okay. Make sure you're all in the picture because they want to see all your good techniques. We want to see your good techniques as well at home. So if mums and dads have got the camera while you're working away there, bit of paparazzi going on, send us your video or send us your picture. Yeah? Parallel stance. Are you all right?
Very warm.
Well, that's supposed to be like that, I think. No? You hang up your thingy on the post or put it on the table rather than around your waist. Okay. We've done this before. We're going to carry on doing this and quite a good warm up. It's on the spot, but there's nobody here, so you can probably do 4 steps. You've got to judge it at home. Maybe you've only got room for 1 step. Step back and change. We're doing walking stance punch, stepping forward, but then you can step backwards as well, can't you? You can step back doing it on the spot. So it's on the spot techniques. In this case, we're doing punch. So you step forward and you step backwards. We're going to step forward first. 1, step forward, 2, and then I'm going to step backwards. 1, 2, and then carry on and do it again. 1 step forward, other step forward, then stepping back. I'm on the spot, and I don't leave the spot because one of the feet stays behind. All right, Sisha, on you go. Walking stance punch. Hopefully you're working hard at home. I can't keep an eye on you. That's a reverse punch. Make sure you're not doing a reverse punch because I didn't say reverse punch. Parallel stance each time. Yeah. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor as well. I know some of the yellow belts and the 9th cups are a bit forgetful on that one. You're not putting much power in. I like to see more power from the Harvey because he's very, very capable of putting a lot of power in. It's just he's choosing not to at the moment. Tricky. Look at your steps, Mr. Lucas. And yours, Fred. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Opa. It's tricky, isn't it? You forgot the low day fire. There you are, you did it that time. Good one. Wider stance, mister. Is it confusing?
Yes.
It's confusing because this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to go right hand and then you're trying to step back. And are you going to do the right hand first? You can do the left hand first. Well, it doesn't really matter in this because we've started with the right hand. 1, 2. I can do it that way, but what I said was parallel stance between each one. 1, parallel stance. 2, parallel stance. 1, parallel stance, and then 2, parallel stance. As long as you're using, there's only 4 punches there. There's 1 punch there. There's that punch that was going forward, and then going backwards on one side and backwards on the other. There's only 4 punches at this moment, okay? Have another little go at that because some of you are probably messing it up a little bit. Go, try again. Concentrate on what you're doing. Keep your eyes up though. Try not to look at the floor because it's not going anywhere. It's your hands you have to control. Oh, what have you done, George? A reverse punch, you see? Concentrate on what you need to do. I need to do an obverse, a normal, an ordinary punch. But I've got to step my right foot forward, then I've got to step my left foot forward. And then I've got to step my right foot back. And that's a reverse punch again, George. Well, you tell me, you're a blue belt. Is it? Cheeky Herbert. Ah, yes. All right, stop in there. Now we're going to ask you to do a reverse punch. So what's a reverse punch? Well, if I do this one, this is an ordinary punch. Okay? This is my right hand and my right foot. But if I was to do a reverse punch with my right hand, I would put my left foot forward. So this is going to get a bit crazy if you're not very practiced in this one. If you're not very well practiced in this one, you're going to get stuck knowing what to do. Oh, see what happens going backwards? You've got to load, aim, fire. If you don't load, aim, fire, or if you're going too fast, forwards or backwards, you're going to try and do everything together. You get mixed up. So stop. Load, aim, fire. I'm going to go backwards. Load, aim. I'm going to punch with this one. My left. Is that a reverse punch? That's a reverse punch. It's tricky, but try it. Break it down. Do it slowly. Load, aim, fire. It's a reverse punch. Go. Can you move in a bit, George? They want to keep an eye on you. That's a good one. That's a reverse punch. Try not to look at the floor. The first two are easy going forward. When you start going backwards, it's going to get a bit fidgety. Don't think about what foot you have to move. Just think about what hand is loading first. Then aim. Once you've got that, then think about the step. Load first, aim second, step third. Punching. Yeah? You breathing? That's another thing you've got to remember. Breathe. That's an obverse now. You're doing the opposite of what I asked you to do. It's because you don't practice it enough. These are basic techniques. Yeah, he's got it. Well done. Good. You had it, but you changed your mind. Load, aim, fire. Load, aim, fire. How are you doing with this one, baby? Are you doing all right? Who else is in? Again, I can't see. The screen's too small for my old eyes, I tell you. Noah on YouTube. Noah, oh, he's on Facebook as well. He's everywhere, this fella. Zach is on. Excellent. Right, so this one's not going to hurt you. You can get this one done easy. Hoppa. I don't know what I'm doing with the screen. Hello. That's me sacked as cameraman. Right. You can get up and do this one. This is easy. Just don't kick the Jenga. You're still thinking about it, Mr. Blue Belt. Oh, I'm going to have words with you. I'm going to get you back on the green belt, I think. It's a competition. Who keeps the belt? You keep wandering off as well. You go over there, you're camera shy or something. See, they're working hard, they're concentrating. Are you concentrating? Are you working hard? Are you getting this right? Eh? I don't know. I press somebody and their message comes up. Look. Look at that. Press someone and their message comes up. How cool is that? Oh. There you are. Look, just need to be pictured now and you'll be sorted. Nice one. Okay, Raz. Question.
Can I give a tip?
A tip? We've got a tip. Go on then.
So with the hand that you punch it with, keep the hand then put it back and remember it, then put it down as aim and then load that.
Oh, so you're saying, okay, because we're doing parallel stance each time. That's deliberate, by the way. The parallel stance with the hands as well is deliberate. Yeah, I made you do that deliberately. One, otherwise it's just this, isn't it? You just keep the hand there, and then I'm going to punch you with this one, so I put that foot back, and then reverse punch. But I want this. I want a parallel stance. At home, you can't. You get away with it because I can't tell you off, but you can't forget about that. You've got to do parallel stance with the hands and then punch. It's all part of the practice. You'll get it wrong. You're supposed to get it wrong to start with. You're a beginner, or you've never done it before. It's the first time you've done it, or you've not done it enough. So you're going to make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you know what you need to practice, right? So we're going to change it anyway. That's enough practice. Saying that though, it doesn't mean you can't practice, because these videos stay online for you guys. You've always got this one. Right. So this is more for 7th cup and above. There's the wedge. That screen's just changed somehow. Why is that screen changed? Because somebody's phoning me, unfortunately. I couldn't take it. Yeah, I want to take a call, but I can't, I'm afraid. So here, 7th cups do a wedging block, all right? And then they do a rear foot front kick. And then they do punch and punch. Well, I'm not so interested about the wedging block, but if you want to do it, if you want to do the wedging block first, that's fine, okay? But if you try first, just from parallel stance, front kick, load, aim, fire, and fire. That's a separate exercise in itself, because you're not doing the wedging block first. You're doing it from parallel stance. You're going front kick, load, aim, fire, and fire. If you're not a 7th cup, so if you're an 8th cup, try it without the wedging block first, all right? Try it without the wedging block first. That'll be better for you. Give it a go. See, Jack. I did get a message there, but I can't see what it was. There's too many things on the screen and not enough screen for me to see it. Oh, somebody sent me a message. Anyway, so for 7th cups, you get the wedging block, like I said, in Do-san, and then you get the middle front kick. So anyone that's not a 7th cup, in fact, everybody should try it without a wedging block first anyway, even the 7th cup and above. I see what you're doing. That's not bad. You didn't load properly. Harvey was going backwards. He was trying it backwards. Good effort, right? Nothing wrong with that. So stepping backwards, using the front leg and doing a load, aim, fire. So you can guess what this lesson is about. Well, this part of the lesson is all about the load, aim, fire. Getting into that habit. You should have anyway. But looking at some of the people here that are struggling with it, they're not practicing enough of the load, aim, fire. All right? Some of them are doing real good. Load, aim, fire. Do that again, please, Lucas. Let me see yours. There's the wedging block. He's not stepping long enough. That's too short. There you go. Now do a front kick. Good. And load, aim, fire. Your foot should still be up. Practice the balance. Then load, aim, fire. You want forwards or backwards? Go on then. So kick. Aim with your right hand. It's just practice. It doesn't mean you are something or you're not something. Well, it means you're not practiced in it. That's what it does mean, right? It doesn't mean you're not silly. You might feel silly. You might feel awkward. That's all right. But imagine you practicing this. After maybe 10 of these, you'll be feeling less awkward. Yeah, hopefully. Because it's getting better and better each time. Other way, because you're going backwards, so load the right hand. Now go backwards. That's it. Yeah? It takes you a little bit of getting used to, but you just remember the principle. You straighten your arms and you punch. I'm not seeing. The sun's out here. Is the sun out in your living room? It's sun's out here. We're getting vitamin D here. Or is it C? I don't know. Good, George. Nice work. Went backwards on that one. Good. Forwards is going to be a lot easier, especially for 7th cup and above. If you're an 8th cup practicing this, you're going to be well ahead of everybody else by the time we finish. That's right, you can do the wedgie block. That's not right though.
No.
Nah. That's it, good. Remembering Dosan, so those that are familiar with Dosan, this wedging block is a high wedging block. No punde, pakapamo head chomaki. Pakapamo is out of forearm. No punde is high. High, out of forearm wedging block. High, no punde, out of forearm, pakapamo, wedging block. Head chomaki, wedging block, head chomaki. In walking stance, gun and sogi. Go on, keep going. Some of you still need a bit more practice with this one. The front forward is going to be easy. Backward is going to be a little bit hard. Yeah, what happened? It's all right, just a momentary. I can see you're thinking about something else other than the stance. That's brilliant. Now. That's much better. That's better. So you take the thinking about what you're doing out of the equation, and then you can work on the quality. There you go. So that's the hard bit. What am I doing? Where are my hands going? What are my feet doing? Am I going forwards? Am I going backwards? Is it my left hand? Is it my right hand? Is it high? Is it middle? Is it low? Come on, you're not putting effort into those punches and strikes there. That's it, George. That's blue belt style. You've got to be different from them because you are blue belt, you see. But you knew that. You knew you'd made a mistake there. Yeah, so that's fine. If you know you're making a mistake, then you can start to fix it. If you have no clue that you're doing nothing wrong, you'll just keep doing it until I kick your bum. Right? If I kick your bum, if I tell you, then you'll know. And then you'll start to know. Okay, stop in there. Come forward a little bit onto the street side. What is that number there? 4. Oh, that'll do. 4. 4 in the hopscotch game. All right. So kicking and then hands, right? Green belts and above. You're going to do, so in 5th cup, you're going to do from Yogok, you're going to do the side kick from a bending ready stance. From a bending ready stance. Green belts, the same. Green belts, bending ready stance. Blue belts, blue stripes, bending ready stance. And George, when you do your, I'm asking it as a test now. For your pattern, what's your pattern called?
Jungun.
Jungun. How many moves has it got?
32.
32. When you do the side kick, where are you going from and where are you going to? There are 2 side kicks you could do.
Going from L stands punch.
Oh, very good. L stands punch. So you can do a side kick now. Well, it's not with the front leg though, is it? There's the punch. Blue belt. So 4th cup, side kick and double forearm block. Very good. Or yeah, keep going. Right, so we're concentrating on the side kick. For blue belts and 3rd cups as well, forearm guarding block in L stance, a rear leg side kick, landing in double forearm block. Double forearm block. That's what the 5th cups and 3rd cups, 4th, 3rd and above are doing, right? So you're going to do, what did I say? Wedging block. No. You're going to do a side kick. So for yellow belts, white belts and yellow belts, what I want to see you do is guarding stance, right? And pretend there's a board there. And your rear leg just now, okay, we're going to practice it 2 ways for you. Your rear leg is going to break the board. But it's got to be guard. It's got to be side kick. And then it's got to be guard again. All right? You've got to practice guard, technique, guard. So if you've got a competition, or even you're doing a grading, and you're breaking a board, or even hitting a pad, guard, technique, guard again. All right? then really you should bow as well, but there's not much point. Guard, technique, guard. White belts and yellow belts, can you start doing that? And if you've got a kick bag, use it. If mum and dads are there, ask them nicely if they can hold the cushion. Make sure you hit the cushion. All right? Yeah.
After the
You're doing elbow. 6 cups are doing knife hand guarding block, just like in one yo. So green belts, you're going bending ready stance. You just do it off the front leg, it's fine. There, landing knife hand guarding block. But 5th cups, after the side kick, the rear elbow comes round. Doing a walking stance, rear elbow. Right, okay? Kick up, begin. Make sure you've got this hand. That's it. Yeah, good. So yellow belts, white belts, breaking a board. Yeah, breaking a board with your side kick. So there's the board there. You're the board. I can't just do this. Kick. I've got to step back first. 1, then I go up. There's not much point. I'm going to break the board and then land. Down and guard again. Try it on both legs as well. Not at the same time. 6 cups. You're doing bending ready stance. Side kick, knife hand guarding block. So you're landing in a guard, but obviously from the pattern. And 5th cups, same thing. Side kick from bending ready stance, but using the elbow. And George is going 4th cup and 3rd cup. L stance, forearm guarding block. You're right, George. Go in. Punch, side kick, and then double forearm block. But then you're going to do the other side. Right, not from the pattern, although these techniques are from the pattern. You're going to guard on the other side, punch, side kick on the other leg, and land in a double forearm block. Okay? You're going to kick higher. Look higher then. Not that high. Look at the camera. Kick the camera. You're looking at the floor, so you're kicking it. There you are. Much better already. Look and your foot shall go, in most cases. Not with drippy toes though, that's better, good one. Fixed it. Right, George, for you now, no pause. You've done the punch, you did guard, you did punch, and then you went like this. Pause, and then kick. Don't pause. If you're in a bending ready stance, that is your pause, because this is a technique, right? But don't go and then kick. From the bending ready stance, you kick straight from there. Go in, Harvey, show us your side kick. There's your guard. Use your back leg, please, Harvey. Your back leg. Just now, we are going to use front kick, but slightly differently. Right, George, can you move over there? Let us know. I don't think they can see you at home, and they'd love to see your techniques. I think you'd like to see your techniques as well when you get home. Yeah? Where is he? Oh, he's on the screen. Just not very. Yeah. Is that better? Or is that worse? That's better. Remember, if you come on #live in the name of the student. That's not a side kick, George. Lift the knee up, drop. That's better. See, your toes are like this. That's a turning kick. You've got to get your foot like this. I'm going to show them. You pause though. Is that my fault? When you're doing a side kick, no. It doesn't come from here. It doesn't come from there either. Although it's a slight improvement. The toes have lifted. So this one, hopefully they can see. I don't know if you can. I think that's my knee. I think that's my foot. I think that's my head. Right? Doesn't come from here. That's mildly, marginally. I'm trying to say at the same time. This is better. This is the way. This is not the way. That's a turning kick. You'll see there's a person that's on Instagram and she's got stripes on her uniform, and she's not the only one. There are many people demonstrating fancy kicks and doing the super side kicks. It's not actually doing a side kick, because what they end up doing is from here, the foot is actually curving in. It's curving in. So that's a turning kick, isn't it? It's not a side kick. The side kick has to come from here. Side kick. But make sure you're doing that, please. If you've got a mirror, or watch this back, or for you three, yeah, watch this back. And for those at home, video yourself while you're doing the class. Come on, let me see. More cycling. Then count 3 mushrooms. I'm tired of elephants. Good. You're watching. Breathe in, breathe out. Need more power from you, George. That's really, I think, the only thing that's missing from you. Hide it. Yeah? Okay, so the next one. Have you practiced that enough? No, you haven't. But we're going to move on to something else. The other side kick for white belts and yellow belts. Okay? It's okay kicking with your back leg, but you might end up learning to kick wrong. Like I just demonstrated there. People come round and they've got their toes down to the floor, droopy toes, or they've got their heel by the bum, and they're going to do a turning kick. They're not going to kick the board properly, they're not going to break it, might even hurt your toes. So, white belts, in fact, everybody now, if you've got a bag, a kick bag, brilliant, use it, okay? But you guys haven't. We're going to start from sitting ready stance. If I'm here and the board is there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn sitting ready stance. You're going to use the front leg, but you're going to step in first. So if I do it this way, so I've turned the camera around, right? I'm going to, this is the board, 1 and 2, and then down. I nearly went to guard there, but here, sitting ready stance is just fine. You can go into L stance. We're finished, so we can go into L stance before I'm guarding, but that's fine. Okay? So now we turn the room around again. You're at home. There's the board. Sitting ready stance. I'm going to break the board right there. I'm going to step in, side kick, and down. Or down. Either way. It's going to be slow, isn't it? Surprised it's staying up. Right? So, breaking the board, side kick, white belts and yellow belts. You focus on this one if you're not busy at the weekend or whatever. Use a kick back if you got it. All the grades are practicing front kick. So, say it again. Front leg side kick from a sitting ready stance. Front leg side kick, and then down. Whites and yellows, greens and above. Go. Do that. Go on, let's see some skills, guys. George, turn around that way so the camera. You're breaking the board that's over here. Yeah? So sitting ready stance, not sitting. Sitting. Toes, look at your toes. Should be on the same line. When you're doing sitting stance, toes should be on the same line. It shouldn't be like that. That's actually a different stance. Funny enough, it's called diagonal stance. Right? That's a diagonal stance. Heel and toe are in the same line. This is sitting stance. So you should be doing sitting stance where the toes are on the same line. Guess what? Your heels are on the same line as well. Unless you've got funny feet. Come on, who's kicking? I'm not seeing many kicks. That's decent, yeah. You're 7th cup. You can land in sitting ready stance, but you can also land in L stance forearm guarding block. But when you do that, you've got to turn the foot, haven't you? Yeah? That's why I say 7th cup and above. Green belts are more familiar with this type. Go. Yeah. So looking, lifting the knee, not pausing. Lots of things not to forget. Droopy toes. Oh dear. You need to pivot and straighten the foot out further. That was good, but don't pause. Yeah? If you're going to kick, then kick. Don't pause. You paused, but that was a decent kick, Harvey. That's fine. That's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. So how about your side kicks? And are you filming your side kicks as well? So you can see if they're any good. Have you got droopy toes? Sounds like an advert, isn't it? Have you got droopy toes? When you do a kick, this is not where it starts. This is where it starts. Okay, toes up, knee up, pivot, hitting with the side of your foot. Side. You couldn't pivot. That would have been really good as well. All right, so this is one way to break the board. You can break the board from a sitting stance. And a lot of people, you still use the back leg, which is all right. You'd think it's more powerful. It is, but only with a good technique. Right. Next. Next. White belts and yellow belts, I'm going to give you a tricky one. It's still in sitting ready stance, okay? You're going to do step in, side kick, foot down, look over the opposite shoulder, back kick, and down. All right? So I'll do it this side now. It's my other leg. Sitting ready stance, step in, side kick, foot down, back kick, and guard. Right? So you stick with that one, please. Green belts and above, you're going to do guard. I want you to do the same thing, but you're in an L stance with the back leg. 1, 2, and down. All right? So with the yellow belts, step, side kick, front leg. Then back kick with the other leg. There you go. Decent, Harvey. Well done. The stance at the end, you've got to get round for it, but that was all right. Look up when you're kicking. Green belt and above. L stance. Use the back leg for a side kick. Was that the back leg? Go again, Lucas. Guard first. Okay, so you're going to use your back leg and side kick. Where you going? That's a back kick. Side kick using your back leg. There you go. And then back kick. Okay. And then guard at the end. Guard at the beginning. Kick. Kick. Guard at the end. This is one for the balance, the coordination, and the memory. Droopy toes. No droopy toes, please. That's all right. When you do the back kick, just bring the foot in and leave it. Oh, we can go sitting ready stance. It's easier, yeah? Sitting ready stance. Come on, green belts. That's all right. Apart from you put the foot down at the end. I want you to try not to do that. That's a challenge now. That's a next level challenge. Because you've done the other bit well, your challenge now is to put the foot down in a guard rather than foot down and fix the guard. Stop. Right, let's get this room changed around a little bit. Can you stand there, please, George? Right, and then Harvey. And then you. Right. There's your board. Come and stand here, please. In the middle of the camera. There's your board, Harvey. Your board's there. George in the middle. There's your board. George's board. Harvey's board. Lucas's board. There you go. Guard. Go. Start practicing. Because now everyone at home, I want side kicks, not turning kicks, please. Everyone at home now can see the variety. Hopefully not too different though. Variety as in there's green belts and there's yellow belts. The two different things that you're doing. George is at the front, right at the front. Camera's right on him. Stop pulling faces. Get on with it. Side kick, no droopy toes. Get the head round for a back kick. Yeah, is that what you're doing, George? You are now. And then face that way. That's it. Once you've broken that board, turn and face the other way and use the other side as an attack now. Eyes up. Side kick, back kick. That's all you're doing. A side kick, back kick. Good one. Yeah, Lucas did go on. And Harvey as well. Nice. Yeah, you haven't. That's your hair. Look where you're kicking, not at the camera. That's it, good. And then guard. No, that's fine. This guard here, you know how you're struggling a little bit now. You're doing this way, this way. You really got to knuckle down and practice, because this is going to confuse you in the test. And if you get confused in the test, you are going to lose points. You might even fail, right? It's possible to fail at a grading, even though you shouldn't, because you've been pre-tested in the classes. Come on, practice. Good. That was decent, George. Can't hear you breathing though. I'm a bit worried. I can hear them breathing. You still breathe?
Sorry, I'm just getting confused which leg I have there and which I haven't.
Doesn't matter. Use your right leg going that way and the left leg going that way. You're going to have to call them leg 1 and leg 2. Yeah, good one. Nice one from Harvey there. He took a break in between the 2 kicks. That's all right. White belts and yellow belts, you can. See how he steps down in the guard between the kicks? That's fine. Some of you might not. Green belts, I don't really want you to. If you see George, you're going a bit slow. Once you do the 2 kicks, you're blue belt now, so you can go kick, kick. Yeah. Same with Lucas. He's just going to go kick, kick. He's not going to guard in between. He just kicks the 2 kicks, then guards at the end. 1, 2. Same with George. George just did it. Kick, kick, then guard. But Harvey's choosing to kick, guard, and kick, guard. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's a good way of doing it, especially if you're not stable. Come on, keep going. Last couple of kicks. And then it's going to be patterns time. George is going, what? That face says, what? You're right, George. Patterns.
Oh.
Yeah, you're patterns. I'm going to put you right in the middle. Okay, come on, stop there. Harvey, can you stand? I don't know what that is, but it's a smiley face. I don't know. And then, Lucas, can you go in the other smiley face, please? And then, George, can you stand on whatever that is? It looks like pigeons been sick or something. Stand on I think it's chalk.
What's it called? Rainbow sick.
Is that what it is? Rainbow sick. Yeah. Maybe it's from, what do you call that? Unicorn sick. Is that what it is? Sorry, the vibrations are causing the screen to rock and roll there. It might even fall over now. But hopefully we've got George. Move back just a touch. Maybe just past the line, George. You are going to perform your pattern. And what did you call your pattern?
Jungun.
Jungun. Did you hear that? Jungun. I'm going to have to get this camera because he's going to probably come up to the screen here. How many? Oh, pants. No, I didn't want to. Well, I almost cancelled the broadcast there. How many moves?
32.
What's the meaning of it?
Jungun is named after the patriot and Jungun, the assassinated hero by Minato. I can't.
The first
Japanese Governor General of Korea. The 32 movements in this pattern represent Mr. An's age when he was executed in Leasing Prison 1910.
You might not have got all that, but it was quite good actually. He said it all. Right? That was good, I like it. But can you do the pattern? Let's see. Pattern. Jungun. Junbi. Sijak. Double forearm block should be high. On his first move, his left hand should have been underneath.
Jungun.
Barrow. Show. Any mistakes?
Yeah, I did
on the first landing. Yeah. Rather than, and it should be, and it should be a walking stance, but also something about the height.
I did height.
Yeah, that's right. That's fine. But I'm talking about the double forearm block. When you land after the side kick, the double forearm block should be a high section. And what you need to do is take it up slightly before it goes forward. Because what's happening is it looks like you're digging. Ah! Yeah, you're digging, but you should be dropping. So try that, back and forward. That's better. Look where you're going though. As a bad habit, you keep looking the wrong way. And the first move, can you do me the first move, please? Right, can you do it properly? There, right? So left hand goes under, middle reverse. Thank you. Back to the reverse knife hand. So he has to get the thumb out of the way, which he's done. He's got this thumb out of the way. Reverse knife hand, middle block. Yeah? Keep going. Bang and bam. Good. Okay, stop in there. Well done. Next grade, highest grade is going to be Lucas. Lucas, what's the name of your pattern? No, definitely not his. Yogok. Can you step behind that line there? Past the, that's it. What did we call it? Parallel stance. How many moves in your pattern?
38.
38. And what's the meaning of your pattern?
All I got to was one yo was
it's not one yo, okay.
Oh
no. Yogok was there?
Yeah.
That's not even a full stop. Yeah, it's tricky. This is a big text, this one. It's 38 movements, which is a lot of movements. It's also a lot of words. It's not the biggest. Chunji's worse. Chunji's at the beginning. So Yogok's not that bad. If you can learn Chunji, you can learn Yogok easy peasy. All right, so that's your homework. Okay, and hopefully he knows it. So let's see. Yogok put. Sija. Yeah, now go, Sijak. Inner forearm block starts with Gangnam style. Right hand on the back. You're going to cut your hand. That's it. Go. Walking stances are short. Busy thinking, that's why. You've got to punch first. So step forward and punch. Right? In a walking stance. Now come forward. Bend in ready stance. Okay. Side kick, elbow. Then the other way. Good. Sang Song Kao. This is the newest bit for you, isn't it? From there, you're going to go Sang Song Kao, Son Song Kuchi. Then we'll go the other way. 1, 2. Then left high block, reverse punch, middle. Right high block, middle reverse punch. Then left foot step X, back foot high straight. Double forearm block, walking stance. Then step across the other side and do the same left foot move. Walking stance, high double forearm block. No go.
No go.
Faro. Show. There we go. Right, so a bit of work, but you've got it on film. You can watch the replay of tonight, and we've gone through the whole of Yogok. Well, you have, right? Swap places then, please. Mr. Harvey, 7th cup. What's the name of your pattern, Harvey?
Dosan.
Dosan. How many movements?
21.
How many movements in Dosan?
21, so. Oh,
what's
24.
the 24. Tell him if he's right. What's the meaning of Dosan?
Dosan is named after the pseudonym of patron An Chang-ho, who devoted his entire life to furthering the education of Korea and its fundamental.
Indie.
Into
10. You need to slow it down, right? You forgot the dates. Most people do. 1878 to 1938, right? And you got to independence movement. Anything else?
I don't think it's
Do you have a nickname or another? The answer is no.
I forgot.
Okay. The reason I said that is pseudonym, for those that don't know what pseudonym is, it's like a nickname, or it's another name for. So a pseudonym for my students is Herbert, right? A pseudonym for Noah is Herbert. A pseudonym for Baby is Herbert Teresa. Yeah, if you know what I mean, it makes it easier to say. And when you read it, it's a silent P at the front of it. Yeah, you can say it, it doesn't matter. You can say it without the P, and it's just pseudonym. Okay? Carry it, connect. I think you haven't done it yet. He hasn't done the pattern yet. Go on, and he's got to do Dosan. Let's see. He's off. Walking stance, high out of forearm block, middle reverse punch. Left foot goes first. That's correct. Well done. And there's a bit we practiced early. And then the right foot. Didn't load, aim, fire though. Needs to practice. Keep going. Yeah, similar to Dangun, but not the same.
Dosan.
Paro. Show. Yeah, that was all right, Harvey. Yeah, it was all right. The second wedging block though, after the kick, you've got to load, aim, fire. Everyone hurries that bit, but what we did at the beginning of the class was exaggerate the movement, load, aim, fire, right? It's fundamental, it's basic. It's like putting the bricks at the bottom of the wall and building the wall on top, rather than somehow creating the top of the wall and have the rest of it empty space. Doesn't really work that way. Yeah? Can't, can it? Not unless we're in space. Yeah? A wall with no bit at the bottom. No wall. Just the top floating. Doesn't really stand up strong. Okay. You guys, as long as mom and dad are there, you can go. Right? Well done for tonight. Watch it though again, because you're on it. Georgie, listen. Watch it again, because you're on it, and your corrections are on it. Just to encourage you to watch it again. Yeah? Good stuff. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes.
Thank you, Nusa. I will see you next class. Everybody here, well done. I don't know who was on. Let me have a quick shout out. Everybody's 4 there. We got Noah was in, Baby was in, Zach was in, Noah, Zach, Noah on YouTube as well, and Baby. Yeah, well done for being here. Hopefully you were practicing there. And if you're watching it again, put hashtag replay. I shall see you next class. Adults are coming in now. We kick the butt. See you later. Bye for now.